welcome back to DadderDays.
DadderDays, DadderDays, hanging out, having fun. DadderDays, DadderDays, come and join us, everyone.
It is very close to Easter, so we decided maybe we'd make a little Easter fun video. I'm sure you've seen these before. They're plastic Easter eggs. Usually you see them on Easter when the Easter bunny or your parents hide them around the house, or maybe even outside. Today, we will be finding new uses for these, and also we will be making these headbands that I invented that represent the Easter bunny or some bunny. Okay.
All right, so for our first activity, we are going to be decorating some of these plastic eggs. And you can use any kind of plastic egg pretty much. We would highly recommend, if you can, use the biodegradable ones because you don't want these things to last forever. We're actually going to be painting on these with these super cool, I don't know if you guys will be able to read this, but these are markers, the Posca markers, P-O-S-C-A, by Uni. We'll put a link in the description so you can find these. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to decorate the eggs. What do you think you're going to make?
I think I'm going to make a Yeti with my light blue egg.
Super cool. I think I'm going to make a crazy chicken with my my yellow one. All right, let's get to it. And a couple things to think about when you're decorating these eggs. We've done a couple of these, so I'll actually use those to show you. If you want to think about how you want to orient the egg. So one classic way is to make a face. So you can kind of use the egg either in its, here I have the egg upside down, but you could do it this way and make a face. I think we have some of those. So here we go. Here's one of the first ones I made, this kind of grumpy guy. And we often like to do this thing where we could do one guy on one side and a different guy on the other side. Just because you can kind of spin them and have some fun with that. So that's one way you could do it, kind of up and down, making a face. Another way you could do it that we have a lot of fun with is a side orientation. So here, I made a little bear, kind of a funny, I was going to make a bee, and ended up making a bear instead. He's got little legs, he's got a little tail. So I made this pig, you see, with huge nostrils, eyelashes, and a curly tail in the back. So then your egg can kind of sit this direction. It's another thing to think about. How's that Yeti coming along? Oh, I like it. I like it with the white. Another thing that we came up with this kind of egg decorating is, we like a lot of what we call mix and match toys. So maybe you've seen something where you have a set of blocks and the blocks will have different outfits or faces, and you can change which head is using which body to create different characters. Well, that's very easy to do with these eggs as well. These eggs, we used a number in this upside down orientation. Man, I gotta learn how to hold this stuff. So we made a number of these upside down eggs where we would do the face on the bigger part of the egg, the bottom part of the egg, and we drew a body on the bottom. So here there's kind of an older gentleman in almost like a tuxedo, and then on the back we have a little boy in sunglasses in his kind of red and black outfit. So the fun part of doing it this way is then you can pop it off and change it up. So now I have a little boy in a tuxedo, or an old man in a red and black shirt, maybe going off to the beach. Here's another mix and match we made. It's a little clown guy, and on the back there's a policeman. So if we want, we can mix this up, and now we have a policeman with a clown head, or perhaps what looks like a a policeman in his pajamas. So it's kind of fun to kind of mix and match these.
So, this one is a ghost in a top hat with a cane, and you can switch him out to be a peg-legged Yeti.
Oh, that's pretty great. Let's really show these guys so they can hopefully see it. Can you see it's hard with these blue eggs? They don't film that well, but look at that face. You want to share some of the other ones you made, little dude?
I also made this one, this face, that face, and that face. There's one with two tough guys, really tough muscly guys, and then connecting them is a really little guy who isn't very muscly, but still he can connect to them.
Now, little dude made this. I thought it was quite creative. So there's a little green man with I love his little kind of straw hair on top. And on the back, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it says bike. Well, actually you pop this off and it becomes his little bike helmet. Because you always wear a helmet when you're riding your bike, right? To be safe. I love that guy. So if you're doing these and you make a mistake, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just for fun, so just do what you like. But if you make a mistake and you want to change it, it's not that hard to clean these off. You just get a sponge, a little soap and water. It's pretty easy to, clean the eggs off. So you could decorate them, leave them. These paint markers dry very quickly, so don't worry. You're not going to get paint everywhere. But maybe you decorate them, then you get bored of them, you could just wash the stuff off and have them back to what they looked like before. But I think we're going to keep these. It's kind of a nice memory of kind of art we were making at this age.
Can you hold this for me, please?
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Will do. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, so now you've made a bunch of these eggs. What are you going to do with them, right? We love to make stuff, but we also love to play. So, of course, if you've made any of these mix and matcher type eggs, one fun game to play is to mix and match them up. But we're going to actually show you how to do a different game, which is we're going to make essentially balance toys. You may have heard of Weeble wobbles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Maybe do you know those? You have some Weebles, right?
Yeah, I have some Weebles.
Those are super fun. So you can make your own kind of Weeble wobble type toy quite easily. So you get an egg. You probably want one that's in this upright orientation. So I'm going to be using this grumpy guy with the hairy crazy guy on the back. Which one are you going to be using?
I'm going to be using my guy standing on one leg so that it looks like he's standing on one leg and not falling down.
Very cool, very cool. All right, so to make these, basically you need some tape. We just have some duct tape here. And then you need something that's going to give it weight. And little dude came up with a brilliant idea of using
marbles. You can use any sort of heavy thing like a fidget or some pennies or a quarter, but you just need some sort of weight so that it's able to balance rather than falling over, because all of it is the same weight.
Yeah, that's right. So basically how these balance toys work is that they have a weight in the bottom, quite a heavy weight, and it's not too tall. It's quite short, and that will then always press the egg to want to come back to normal. So what we figured out, well, what little dude figured out basically, is you get some tape. I have a little piece of duct tape here. You roll it up to essentially make it a double-sided piece of tape, and you put that in the bottom, like so. I'm going to get another piece of tape. Want some tape?
Yes, thank you, big bro.
You are welcome, little dude. And I'm going to, with my second piece of tape, cross that over the first one on the inside. Whoops, butterfingers. Have a look there. So you have kind of an X inside. And then I'm going to put my 3 marbles in a triangular pattern and a triangle. I mean, they're going to go in that pattern pretty much whatever you try to do, stuck to the bottom like so. And since it's a triangle like that, hopefully it'll be fairly balanced in terms of the way it is. All right, so I'm going to put the head on. And let's see, moment of truth.
Okay, so when you tip it down, it just gets back up to where it was, even if you put it on here.
Whoa! And now, of course, we have to have Weeble battle. Ready? Pull your guy back. 1, 2, 3. Ugh! You never get me. You never knock me down. Or you can spin it. Whoa! He's been beheaded. Oh no! And look, you spin it and it comes right back up to standing up.
Even if you put it all the way on the top, it will go all the way back down. Okay, so in this next activity, we will be spinning these eggs and clashing them against each other in a plastic egg battle. So basically what you can do is you spin one egg, and if you're with a partner, the partner spins the other egg, and then maybe your eggs will hit and they will, whoever is longer standing, you can play by those rules. But you don't have to play by that, you can just have fun. Also, one cool trick I'm going to show you is that if you spin it really fast, it'll go up to its top.
Ooh.
If you spin it up on its side, it'll go back to up to its top, as you can see.
Dizzy bear. Nice. So let's battle. Can I have one?
Here, Big Bro is going to battle with me.
On your mark, get set, spin! Oh, yours is looking pretty strong. What happens if it falls off the table?
If it falls off the table, then it's immediately out.
Uh-oh. I can't even remember who spun which one.
Well, I spun this one and you spun that one.
All right, excellent. Looks like you're gonna win.
Actually, I spun this one and you spun this one.
Oh, nice.
Good job, Big Bro.
Very close.
Good job,
High
Big
five.
Bro. This is our next activity. So you're going to take a piece of string and push it through the hole in the back of one of the eggs, okay?
What if they don't have a hole in the back of their
If
eggs?
they don't have the hole in the back of the eggs, they can use some tape and tape on the string on the back, or they can cut a hole in the egg. But anyways, when you push it through, if you're tying it, then you tie a knot, okay? And then so that it won't come back through. Then when you put it back on,
Putting the top back on?
then you put the top back on. And I'm gonna have my cat chase this. So now that you've built it, you hold the string part, okay? And you run around, and if you have a cat or dog, your cat or dog will chase it. In this case, my cat, YOMO, will be chasing it for you to see.
And let's have a look. He's already looking at it. He's already excited. Go! Get it, YOMO! Get it, kitty, come on! Get it, YOMO, come on! Go, boo boy! Oh, get it! Get the egg!
Okay, now we will be making these Easter Bunny headbands. Okay, what you're going to need is some sort of pink or purple coloring utensil, like a marker or crayon. 2 sheets, well actually 1 sheet of white paper, and either 2 straws or 2 chopsticks or any sort of stick kind of thing. Okay, first you're going to cut 2 strips of the paper out of it, of thin strips about this thin.
How thick is that? About an inch?
This is about an inch thick, and you cut all the way to the end point. Then you cut 1 more. For kids, this is about the size you need. If you're an adult, you might need to cut one more strip of paper and adjust it to what you fit. Now I'm going to use tape.
So you also need tape for this.
You also need tape for this. Okay. I'm going to put the tape on these two corners, connecting them. Then I'm going to put it on the other side, like that. Okay, now that you have this, you're going to wrap this around your head to see what size you are and fit it perfectly. My head is a little bigger, so I might need to cut a teeny bit more. Okay, now you got to put it around your head and you feel about the exact point that you need. Here's where I need it, and I'm going to use this crayon to mark. This is the headband part. Next, you are going to have to cut out a rectangle about maybe 3 inches, about this long, maybe 2 or 3 inches, and you're going to cut that out. Now, you're going to cut from this corner, and you can adjust it a little to the other corner. This makes one of your ears. Now, you can stick with the other half of the ear, or you can cut it to make it a little bit more even. Okay, so now you have your ears. Now you're going to color your ears by putting a triangle inside of the ear with your coloring utensil. Next, you color in the part of the inside of the triangle you've just drawn. Now you're going to do the other ear. Okay, now you can do wherever, but you take the two ears, then you're going to take some tape and flip this over. You're going to tape it on the back. Now you're going to tape the front part next after you've taped the back part. I know that this looks finished, but it's not done yet. Now,
Put it on. Let's see. Put it on.
Okay. If I put this on,
Looks pretty good.
bunny ears, pretty good. But we're not finished because these aren't held up, and that's why we're going to use chopsticks or straws to hold it up. In this, I'm going to use chopsticks, but you can use straws, a stick, whatever. Just
Maybe pipe cleaners would be cool.
Pipe cleaners would work too, because it will also look like black fur if you're using like black construction paper. Even this would work with it. Now you're going to take your tape and you're going to make a teeny strip of it, and you're going to tape up here. Then we're going to do the next ear with another chopstick. Okay.
Why don't you try it on?
So now I'm going to try it on. If there's still some edge out here, or if your chopstick breaks or something, you just want to put a teeny bit over a tape over that so it doesn't scrape your head. Let me try it on. There's one more way you could do this, is you could bend the ear like my dad's, and in that one you break your piece in half or bend it, and then when you bend this down, let me show you.
You want to show them on mine?
I broke this chopstick in half, and then you tape this down the chopstick this way, and then you tape the other half of the chopstick down this way, and you bend the ear down like that, so that you can have it look like this if you like that better.
Now, you're missing one critical thing from the bunny part of it. Put it back on. How do you make your... That's right. The bunny teeth and paws. Absolutely critical. All right, excellent. So what do you call that?
I call this the bunny headband. You can call it whatever. You can call it the Easter egg band, the egg band, whatever.
Nice. We also wanted to show you our super cool, not really Easter related secret handshake, but we like it. It's called the rock, paper, scissors.
So you bump, which is rock, then one person puts their hand down and slaps it, which is paper, and then you cut like scissors and then high five.
All right, so let's do this super cool style.
If you like this video, please like, ring the bell for notifications, and smash that subscribe button.
All right.
Have a happy Easter!
DadderDays, DadderDays, hanging out, having fun. DadderDays, DadderDays, come and join us.